All right, so this next artist has been writing since he was 17, going around to local open mics. He was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. And yeah. Sin is a Mexican spoken word artist and host. Please welcome Sin.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Sin. Thank you so much for having me. Before I start this first poem, I just have a quick question. By quick show of hands, raise your hand if you've ever been ghosted before. It's a safe space, a few of us. Okay. I've been ghosted. I wrote a poem about something similar. Similar to being ghosted, I call it being haunted. And here's the reason I call it being haunted and not being ghosted. When you're ghosted, when you see a ghost, it's a one-time event. Boo, that's it, right? When you're haunted, these individuals keep popping up. They go away, they pop up. Anybody ever experienced someone like that? Awesome. So this is a poem about that experience. I've always wondered what it was like to be a ghost. How you could pop in and out of my life since my first childhood crush on you. How you could leave more questions than answers. Why I felt like I had to understand, had to come up with a theory, needed to explain your persistence on selective existence in my world. Truth is, whether I can justify it for you or not, you hurt me. But I can't help my mind becoming seasonally haunted house, piecing together whatever fragments of stories about you, from you, I've chosen to believe, projecting my growth and new understanding of the world into our old story, hoping for better closure than creaking floors and slamming doors. We met before either of us could be expected to be worth a ish. I wasn't innocent, but I've tried to change since then. You've kept doing this. Maybe you just didn't like me back. And that's cool, but why didn't you stay gone then? Maybe I got too obsessed, telling our ghost stories like they were fairy tales while I was in a dark place in my life. You felt idolized. You must have hated and loved it at the same time because you stayed away until you needed to get out of your head and take up all the space in someone else's mind because I did stop calling. I never went looking, and that spooked you. Because what's a ghost without someone to haunt? Just a troubled spirit. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's what you're running from. And I'm not so much a person as a place you're running to, and seeing that I cared so much I could be that hurt was healing to you because you're haunted too. But it's not my job to fix you. Honestly, none of that could be true. It could all be a reach, an elaborate theory on my part to redeem your character because I thought so highly of you. There's really no way to know. Ghosts aren't the best communicators. I may never find the truth. But the best thing for my spirit is to stop believing in you. That's the piece. Shout out to my ex. Where would I be? Oh my God. Thank you guys. It's such an honor to be here and to share the stage with such talented people, really. I was looking at the itinerary, some of the showcases, and some of these poets are like legends. Everybody that's gotten up tonight has been so amazing. My name is Sin, like I said, born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. I heard, woo, there we go, right here. We made a long trip, isn't it? Oh my God. Born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, Mexican. Thank you. Yeah. English is actually my second language, believe it or not. And I've been writing forever, and I like to host events. Naturally, Hispanic Heritage Month is something that I get a lot of calls for. Yeah, I really enjoy those, and I have really poems and subjects for any type of event. I like to host open mics as well. I made the transition from a warehouse job to a more corporate gig during the pandemic, and I found that having had this creative outlet and getting up in front of people and telling them all my deepest, darkest secrets prepared me really well to have good communication skills. And that's what they have on like all the job descriptions is like written and verbal communication and stuff like that. I find that open mics are a really good opportunity for people to work on that kind of stuff, so I really enjoy hosting them. I'm with Houla Entertainment, so you guys come hang out with me and see me. I've got a little more time. I want to do one more poem, if that's okay with everybody, staying on this subject. Shout out to my inspiration. I also love food, and so I thought it would be fun at one point to try to do a poem about how my ex sucks, but only in food metaphors, okay? And so this is what I came up with. Love is like a meal for two. And being with you is like every time you get extra food or ice cream, extra scoops just to change your mood halfway through and throw it away. Wasteful. Best way I can explain us to you is when I do the same, I still have to chew or bag the food. Maybe I have too much follow through. Weed, eyes, and nose first. You look like a garden. Smell like orange, berry, plum. Maybe you're all flower, no fruit. Maybe you're not after what's good for you. Maybe you come over on a full stomach and think getting high will make more room. You want some of everything. I get it. I offer a sample. You act offended. You must have a bite of every course. Long story short, I need you. You crave me. I want to walk to the spot so I can smell it on the way and walk it back to a park bench, perfect place. You want to drive through, steer while you chew, and finish it maybe. You let dinner sit. Let it cool. Having to eat is an inconvenience for you. You don't respect food, so there'll never be something enticing enough I can present to you. That's that piece. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. This is not my first APCA conference, but it is my first national conference, and I really want to thank everybody at APCA for allowing me to, come up and perform with you guys. And thank you guys for being here for my first ever national showcase. Applause for yourselves. Like I said, I am with Houla Entertainment. I'll be at their booth all day tomorrow. If you guys want to come hang out, I'll be at the Late Night Jam for a little bit if you guys are going to be there. I would love to come to your campus and for Hispanic Heritage Month or to host an open mic. For Welcome Week is one I do a lot, or any other type of event. I do spoken word in English and Spanish. I like to MC events and give students a chance to get up and kind of do some of that presentation themselves, because it really does translate to a lot of success in the real world to be able to communicate. And I mean, when you get out there, it's an ungodly amount of emails you have to compose, like a lot of them, a lot of emails. So I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys this weekend. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Sin.